I really want to do some overnight shit because I want to be able to.
Well, see, the thing
capture
is, like,
things.
I don't think it matters the time of the day. After going to that one place with you, Jimmy, that shit happens straight up in the daytime. Like, there's.
Is that the baby you were that went?
Yeah. And people walking behind a window that there was no fucking way that we shouldn't have been able to see what we saw there. And that was in the middle of the day.
And the fact that we weren't the only ones, kind of.
I wish that we were able to get on camera. That's the weirdest part is we had cameras pointing at it. It just didn't show up.
Yeah.
To me, it's like I think being at places at night is scarier, and it adds to the atmosphere. But honestly, I don't think that the phenomenon matters. The time of the day does not matter. I think when there's like something residual, that kind of energy, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna keep replaying, and I think that's
it's just gonna be there.
And yeah, it's I don't know though.
I agree with that to an extent. I do know that a lot of the research that I've done when it comes to like demonology and everything, when you have an instance of your TV is really tripping me out. I just noticed that the color was changing. But I've noticed that a lot of these cases where, especially with like Ed and Lorraine Warren, they were called in, like Amityville, and there was another one in Baltimore. But demonic, like activity, malicious activity tends to happen between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Always. I don't know why that is.
Maybe it's that more of that darker energy, because I guess there is a difference between demonic energy and a ghost and apparition.
Absolutely.
A ghost is something that just is almost like a replay, but with these, for me, demons, I honestly think they're an extra dimensional alien. I think that when we call them a demon is an old term that was used from Bibles and from back then, that they were combating a very real thing that attacks us mentally in our heads, that could possess us, and that they're body snatchers in a way. They feed off our negative energy. When I talk about demons, to me, still, when I hear demon, I think people think of like a horned creature that, maybe they are horned, but I personally think there's some kind of extra dimensional alien, and I believe in them. I think they're real, and I think you could cast them out by simply having a very strong mind, and that's why there's, these priests, they go through these words, and they use, reaffirm or positive reaffirming, and just say things that affect these things, because when somebody's mentally ill, or if they're in a, really depressed, you're weakened, and you're in a weakened state, and that's how these things attack you. Maybe being when it's late at night too, maybe that helps weaken your system, where these body snatchers literally can take you over, make you attack people, where they can straight up attack you, and they feed off you dying. I don't know.
That's an interesting theory, actually.
I try to look at it like, because there's so many different religions that combat demons in their own different ways, and they all use the same thing, is using this positive energy and using a very strong-minded person to cast this out. And I think that's, whatever these things are, they're real. A demon, they're real, but I just don't, when I hear demon, I think most people think of them as from
like the cartoony
Christian, and like the church, put out on TV puts out. But I think they're very real, and there's something going on, that these things can take over people, and they're aliens. They're extra dimensional creatures that are intelligent enough that they could even, like, what are poltergeists? Are poltergeist things that, like shit flying off the table? Is that connected with the same thing as demons? Like, I think there's very different things between all these, like ghost apparitions. There's even ghosts of people that are alive, where people have seen actual people that are there, but they aren't, because they're somewhere. But there's like this telepathic message that's passed through. I've been reading about this shit a lot lately, and it's been really tripping me out, because, like, I wonder if ghosts, when we see ghosts, at least from a parapsychology aspect, what I'm learning about is that there's a telepathic message. Like when you die, like, okay, so there's stories about people waking up to their grandparents, being at the side of their bed, and they're like, they'll tell them that they died, or, they just want to give them a final message. The question is, right when we die, do we gain ability to basically maybe it's not actually a ghost, what we think is a ghost, but it's actually a telepathic message where you see the person.
Kind of like an astral projection.
Yeah, exactly, like an astral projection. And maybe that's where the astral field is, where our minds and our memories and our dreams, like that's all an existing plane, and you know that's how we reach people, and that's where we feel, you know, experience these ghosts. They can kind of phase through in and out. I don't know. I've been reading about this shit a lot lately, and it's been really fucking tripping me out. But I mean, I just wanted to say like about the whole demons part too. Like that is a whole different thing that I'm still trying to figure out too. Like to me, I don't know. I feel like the whole demon, ghosts, and all those things they're real, but we kind of interpret them in a different way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a trip, and it's all the movies and everything we got coming out. They kind of really trying to make you think that ghosts can hurt you and they're evil, but I don't think ghosts can even hurt you. I feel like that's the whole demon side. Like another thing I was reading about too is.
Not only that, with them not being able to hurt you and stuff, it's been documented that most people, like when they sustain injury during like a haunting or poltergeist activity or whatever, usually it's self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something,
You're trying to run.
Yeah,
you jump out a window, you slide.
It's fear. It's really the fear that gets people hurt, is not knowing, you know, what it is.
Absolutely.
And it's scary when you don't know. You know?
It totally is. You know, it's what the wise guys say, that, you know, oh, well, I'm not feared. Well, then you're a fucking idiot, because there are reasons to fear. Fear keeps you alive.
Yep.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's the fight or flight.
Mm-hmm. I say we move to one of the next topics.